cycling update. I made it into Yellowstone in Wyoming yesterday. Whoop, whoop. This was good. The springs was absolutely beautiful. I immediately seen some bison, which is kind of cool. It's crazy to me how I see all the wildlife in the most touristy spots. Blows my mind. But anyways, as soon as I hit the tourist section, it's crazy how like our senses intensifies. Like I could immediately smell sunscreen and bug spray and hairspray and cologne and baby powder. Like it was pretty insane. It almost gave me a headache and it was almost too overwhelmed for me. Yellowstone is definitely busy this time of year. But yeah, so I got into Yellowstone yesterday. The trail got super cruisy, which I definitely loved. And today is super cruisy too. It looks like I'm not going to have a lot of elevation loss or gain or crazy mountains. So I'm just kind of cruising around, which feels really good. This morning I roamed around Old Faithful and I got to see the general store and all the little cool stuff. Such a old, unique place. I love it. I love seeing all the little springs and geysers. Like it's pretty cool. Yeah, and this morning I had the breakfast buffet. It was so good. Oh my gosh, just the little things in life. I had like French toast and gravy biscuit and sausage and bacon and muffins. It was the whole works. The apple juice, on point. It was really good. Last night I stayed at Grant Village Campground. I got a shower and laundry and it was fantastic. That's probably one of the best laundry sessions I've had since I've been on the CDT. I could actually smell the detergent off my clothes. My clothes didn't still stink, which was a change of pace. So yeah. Yeah, so today I'm not fully side packing, but I'm not carrying a lot of food or a lot of weight. I ditched the little small things, like heavy food carry or whatnot. And I'm meeting my friend Tags at the Grant Village crossing tonight. So I should get about a 25-mile day in today. And yeah, we're gonna see what today has in store. Bottom piece sunk. Ah! Man, didn't think I'd have wet feet today. Oh! Ew, muddy slosh. Back when I was hiking the AT, I like tweaked my shoulder or did something to it and like I kind of pushed it, and now like thousands of miles later it hurts really bad. So sometimes I can't even wear my strap. I just wear it one shoulder, and then I know I'm overcompensating, which is probably messing up my other shoulder. But yeah, it's definitely tweaked. My mind is going like 90 to nothing today. Those days are good and bad. I'm walking in complete silence. I've turned the music off and the podcast, and I've just been kind of dealing with what comes to my head. And it's just crazy to me that I feel like us humans tend to make things more complex than they have to be. We tend to make things more challenging and difficult. And honestly, it's kind of quite simple. And I feel like a lot of behaviors and actions and triggers and reactions and emotions comes from that inner child inside of us that is not yet healed. And it's insane because the more that I hike, I continue to learn more about myself and my triggers and what I want in life and what I don't want. And it's just crazy when you are in alignment and you spend time alone that you can realize this more and more. And then you kind of realize like what's worth your words and what's worth your energy and what's not, and like why you act a certain way. It's kind of crazy and beautiful and magical, and it's crazy feeling that I'm still trying to find words for, that I'm struggling big time. But I feel like when you heal, which like most of the judgment I feel like comes from within us when we judge other people, or why we feel a certain way is because of something that's happened to us when we were younger or a child. It's like how someone else is behaving has nothing to do with us. And I'm not in charge or control of anyone's emotions. Like, what if I do something that's going to make you feel a certain way, this kind of comes back on you, you know? Like and it's just magical, and it's just incredible to kind of see how things transform once you really, truly begin to self-heal and see how things are connected and things change. And now it's like, how was I so oblivious and I missed out on all these years? And I feel like I wasted so much time on things that have not served me because I did not realize this. It's like if I would have just taken the time to completely be alone and by myself and deal with what's going on inside and realize where it's coming from and actually fix it. Like, you cannot rely on other people. No one is in charge of your happiness, or no one can chase your dreams for you. No one can make you feel a certain way. I mean, yeah, they can, or you think they can. Like, a chemical in your brain may make you think you have to have someone, or you need to be with someone, or that dopamine effect kind of thing. But the thing about it is, once you realize your healing and where it's coming from and those little triggers, like, and being aware of it, I feel like is a huge step. You realize that no one is in charge of you. You create your life. You decide what you tolerate. You create your happiness. You know your intentions, and you know what's worth your energy. And I feel like when you become very clear and intentional on those things, you see the universe start pulling things out and pulling things in and rewiring things. And it's a magical feeling, man. It's weird. It's crazy. Sometimes it can be very lonely, but it's crazy. I had someone tell me yesterday, I've known you for a year. I know you. Living in this kind of world, I don't even know myself sometimes. I'm still learning, I'm evolving, I'm growing, and I'm becoming the best version of myself. And I think that's all that matters. And I think that's what this life is meant to do. Like, we spend so much time comparing ourselves and picking ourselves apart, not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough. It comes from inside. Like, why do we make ourselves feel that way? It was something that happened to us. It's fact. And there's times where it's like, oh yeah, I wasted so much time. I wish I would have realized this so much sooner in my life. But the thing about it is, you got to trust the timing with things. Like, you can only see as far as your eyes were open. And I'm telling myself it's okay to forgive your younger self and forgive yourself for the things that you once did when you didn't know better. When you don't know how to deal with your trauma and how to self-heal, you're going to act out of triggers and behaviors and insecurities and everything else that flows with the negativity. But when you're healed, it's different. What you tolerate is different. What you put up with is different. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even have words for you. It's kind of wild. Yeah, and I feel like if more humans focused on their healing first and focus on themselves and kind of watch how everything else kind of plays out, I feel like us humans would get along better. But, get me on a tangent here. I feel like that's where like depression and anxiety comes in too, because we don't know to heal. We don't know to take care of our inner child and do those things. We don't know. Half the time we don't even know who we are. We're just living like how society tells us, and we feel like something's missing, and that's what triggers depression and anxiety, because we're not in a place where we drive to be or strive to be. And yeah, my thoughts are going today and I'm struggling with words. So I think this was just a blob fest, but maybe I got something across. Oh, I just got all the way down there to the creek and I was like, I don't remember seeing a water crossing here. And I looked at my map and, you know, just taking bonus miles. So we're gonna have to turn around and go back to this junction, which was very misleading, by the way. And I'm gonna show you all why I went the wrong way. So here's the thing that confused me. See that big, huge arrow right there telling me to go down that trail? By the way, it doesn't mention anything like CDT or nothing in that manner. But when you see a big old arrow that tells you to go that way, I just assumed that was for me. But you know what? It is not. So we had to backtrack and we're gonna go this way. Wise. Ooh. pretty. Sucker's deep. And what's really cool too is, ooh, that's a lot of mud. 2020, when I came out here, is like seeing the transition of person that I've become is different. So it's kind of cool going back to somewhere that you've been before, but yet you're a different person. So it's like a different experience. It's kind of wild. It's really slanted. Whoa, that's slippery. I just about ate it. Fog. comments say the bog is dry and not that bad. Ah! It's pretty bad. Keeps trying to suck my shoes off. Let's go this way. Y'all, I feel like the bog just gave me flashbacks to hiking in Florida in the swamps. Those are some mean looking clouds, a storm a brewing from a distance. Hopefully it misses me. You're walking this way. Well, well, well. Happy 1,000 miles of the CDT. Whoop, whoop. I didn't realize we would be going swimming today. Comments say don't go into the marsh. Not really sure where they mean that. Maybe over there. I was not expecting so many creek crossings today. I feel like I've had log crossings, creek crossings. We've been playing in the bog. We're just swimming. Well, I found the marsh that they were talking about in the comments. Pretty disgusting. It looks like the red line is way over there. So we're going to try not to get our shoes sucked off. Oh, I don't like not seeing where I'm stepping. I don't like this. All right, all right. All right, we made it back to Treyl. That was kind of stressful. Pretty lake though. I think this is Summit Lake or quote unquote Summit Creek. Looks like a lake. That's probably been the deepest and widest crossing I've probably had yet on Treyl. All right, not too much longer. We're over 20 miles in for the day. Oh, my poor shoes, my poor feet. I hit the milestone and crossed over the 1,000-mile marker. I had a failed attempt to out-hike the mosquitoes, and I cruised out 25 miles and survived the bog. The bog was so deep and muddy, and it definitely brought back memories of the Florida swamps. I walked in silence for miles today, and I was reminded to never wait on life to happen or to settle. It's up to you to build and rebuild the life that you want, and it starts with making the decision to do so. I was reminded of my growth, and it's so easy to look at how far you have to go, but it's okay sometimes to take a step back and look at how far you've come. I ended my day with the best bison burger and a shower at Grand Village. Thank you, Tags, for the trail magic.